Welcome to my YouTube channel, Tutorial Daily. Today we'll be looking at how to construct an isometric block using the AutoCAD software. So let's begin. First, we are going to set some things like the unit. We're going to set the limit. Yeah, so as to make our drawing very perfect. And we are going to, because we are drawing an isometric block, we are going to put it in an isometric mode. So I believe you can see my cursor on the screen. Now let's go to enter the command line. You are going to enter your unit. Okay, so this is setting. You put the position in 0.0 and your measurements, depend on the measurements you want to use. I'll be using millimeters. Okay, all is set now, so I press OK. Alright, now I go to I enter my limit. So you set the limit. So you can see the lower left corner is already on 0.0. Okay, so you come here to set this. You can set any limit for it. I'm going to be using 12,127. Okay, you see that? I enter. So sorry, I enter the limit. Okay. So now I'm going to go to my isometric. You can see isometric drafting off. So I put it on. Now it's on isometric drawing. So now I can draw in 30-degree to the reference line. Alright. So let's begin our drawing. We go to the command line, we pick the line. Okay. So you can see what we want to draw here. This is the isometric block. So we have the measurement for this place to be 80 millimeters. From here to here to be 50 millimeters. All these dimensions here are in millimeters. So that's why I set my unit to SI unit to millimeters. Okay, so now we can start drawing. I specify my first point. I just pick any point that I can start my drawing for. So let me see. Let me just choose. Okay, let me choose here. Alright. So I go. You can see it's giving me that is in 30-degree already. That's 150-degree. If you measure from the you see it's giving me that it should be 150-degree. That means 30-degree to that reference line. So I'm going to go. You can see the measurements here. You can see the measurements here is 50. So I'm going to go 50 in that direction. Alright. You enter the unit 50. Then enter. You can see I'm not able to see the line, so I can minimize it. Yeah. So that's my 50-degree. I'm sorry, that's my 50. That's the length. Okay, so let's move this. Let's move it to the origin. Alright. So I think I should shift this line to the middle here. So let me do that. Okay. I'll just click on the line, copy it, then I move it to any point I wish to move it to. Okay, I think it's better here. Alright, let's look at the measurements here. We are going to go this direction, 80 millimeters. So let's go. You see, it's already giving me the end point. So I go 30-degree, enter the unit 80. So you can see that I'm going to go up You can see it here, 40 going up 90 degrees. So it's a 90 degrees, so I'll go 40. Now coming this side, since the middle here is 50, that means if we the rest from here to here and from here to here will be giving us 30 in this in total. So if we divide it into two, that will be 15, 15. So that means the measurements coming down here will be 15 and coming down like this. You can see it here. It's giving us 40. Okay, sorry. Made a mistake somewhere. I need to clean this line. The total measurement I used 40 before. It's not supposed to be 40. From here to here is the 40. So the total measurement is given here. Here to here is 50. So that's we are going to do 50 here. Let's pick the command line again. Then you can go 50 upward. Coming to the side, we already know it's 15. You can see we are following the angle. The angle there is 150. That is telling you that it's 30 degrees to that reference line. So I go for the measurement there is 15 millimeters. Then coming down 90 degree, I come 40. It is very, you can see it's very easy to draw with the AutoCAD software. So I'm going 50. You can see the measurement there. This is the measurement for 50. You can see from this point to this point is 50. So I can go 90 degree again. Yeah, so I go 40. I come this way again. That's 15. You can see it's giving me a green line. It's giving me a green line like this. You can see the green line. That's the 30 degree line. That's it. So I go 15. Then coming down, you can see the 90 degree line again. That means that should be 50. You can see the 90 degree. That is very perpendicular to that point. So I enter it. You see, it is close. So that part is over. So we need to complete the drawing. This part we are going to complete it first. Then before we get this circle, then after we get the circle and we get this other circle, we can erase the lines that we do not need. Okay, so what did I mean? Let's just continue with the drawing. Now I want to take this part. You can see that the length here is 50. It's following this length here. So I'm going to take that length, take this length, I'm going to complete it down and close it up and this one. So let's quickly do that. So I'm going to go up 90 degrees to 50. I'll close it here. You see, it's already giving me the point to close it. Okay, so you see that 15 already. So I go 30 degree. You can see it's 50. So I go 50, and then I close it up. You can see that. So that point is done. Okay, let's pick the command line again, and we do this line now, like this and like this. So at this point we go 30 degree, 50 is left. I come this way 30 degree, that number is 15. So I come down to this point and I close it up. So I'm also through that part. Then I need to go down this way. This measurement here is given here already as 40. Then we close it up. You can see it's perpendicular, that's 90 degree. Right. That is 90 degree. I go 40, then I'm going to close this to this point. You can see the dimension is 50 accurately. So I click on it. Alright, so click the line and we close this part on 30 degree. So now we are through with the framework of it. So we need to create this circle now, this cut. Okay, so let's do that. What are we giving? We're giving that this is the radius is 15. The radius is 15. So what do I need to do? I need to get the center of this 15. So let's get the center. The center should be 25. So let's go on that same line, 25. See? So I go perpendicular 90 degree to that point. I've divided the line into two. Okay. Now when you see, I'll click on the point, then go 30 degree. I'll also click on it once I reach that point. Okay. Let me get a 90 degree line coming down again. So that's enough. So what I need to do, I need to get where this 15 will. That's from here to here should be 15 as the radius that they give us here. So let's come 15. Let's pick the line command. Then we come to this point. We click on the point. We come here now. 15 millimeters. So that's the 15. I enter. So I can actually extend that line. Let me extend the line. Let's extend this line. Yeah. So let's pick the line command again. We know that we are going to measure 15 downwardly again. That's for the inner circle. That's a 15 already. Okay, that's a 15. So I think we are good now. So we can create our circle. So let's create our circle. We are going to be using ellipse because we are drawing in isometric. We are drawing isometric. It is in isometric drawing. So we are going to be, our circle is not going to be perfect circle. It's going to be like an ellipse. So let's use the ellipse command. Let's use the center. Let's use the center on one of the points. So I'm just going to specify the center. Use the center. And the points, the other points I'm going to specify is this. So okay, sorry, that's a mistake. This is the center already. This is the center. So we extend it here. Yeah. So these are the circles going to be. These are the circles going to be. You see it's 15 already. Okay, so we create another one for the inner circle. This starting point and this is the center. So that's our that's it. That's what we need to enter. You click on it there. Okay. So we need to, you can see this line is joining the first circle, that's this one. The circle here to the other circle. So let's get that line. This is it here. From this point to this point, you see. So I click on that, also 15. Alright. So you can also see this part here. joining with that other point. That means this point with this point. If you can see that. So let's quickly do that too. I click on the point. This is the point. It will specify the point for me already. You see, it's marking the point for me. So I need to click on. Alright. So that's all I need for that point. Now I can erase some parts that I just need to cut it, trim it. So trimming it, this line I won't be leaving. So sorry, I won't be leaving that line. This other one. Okay. Sorry, not that. This, this, this one, this one, this one, this line, 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 this, this, and this. So you can see that now that we have done that part. So we go on to the second side. We choose the command line. We do the same. We find the midpoint, which should be that's midpoint of 50. You see, this length here is from here to here is 50, and from here to here is the middle of the circle, which is 25. So that's what I said we are going to look for. So we are going to go on that same line, 25. You see, so I'm going to get the midpoint of the circle. Okay, then I'm taking another line from this point. You can see that. So I come down this way again. Alright, so we just need to get this guy now. That means from here to here is 15 as given as the radius. You can see the radius is 15. So we need to get here to here as 15. Yeah, to tell us where our circle is going to extend to. So from that point, I'm going to go 15. Just enter the unit 15. So I'm going to cut it to this way. You see, all my drawing is in 30 degree. You see that is in 30 degree or 150 degree. That's what it is. So or 90 degree. So I enter that. I click on it. I enter it. So and we also, if you check this, that's from here, from this point to this point is 15 already. So I don't need to hold that anymore. So now we can get our circle using these 2 points, the center and where our circle will extend to. This is the center of the circle, and our circle will extend to this point. So you can see the circle is already given, which is 13 degrees. So we can enter it. Now we need to get the second circle for this is the outer circle that we just got. So we need to get the inner circle. The inner circle, this is where it is. This is the midpoint for the inner circle. Oh, sorry. Let's pick it again. Okay, this is the midpoint for the inner circle, and it extends to this point. So you can see we've gotten the other circle. So we rule this line again. This line here to here is 15, and you will see this is the point to this point. You can see it's 15 already. So and we need to hold this point here. From here to here it's giving 15 also. So let's reduce it from here to here. Alright. So we can trim the unwanted lines. So let's trim. So let's trim this way. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. This. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. This also. We don't need this one. Okay. And the rest like this. So okay, so this is the isometric view of the drawing. You can see that that's the isometric view we have drawn. So the next thing is just to give you a dimension. So to give you a dimension, you just use this is a dimension line here, the dimension here. So when you go to your dimension setting, you set the standard and then you give your dimension. It is a very simple thing. So watch out for my next video. We'll be doing how to give dimension to this. Okay. So maybe how to give dimension, and we are going to be looking at some other complex isometric drawing. So make sure you subscribe, like our channel, and share to your colleagues so that they can also learn too. Thank you for your time.